think about this again, the big key thing about this is shifting your mindset, okay, from the things that won't work. And I love this really just to how can this work? And to me, this is the big thing. How can this work? How can this work for me? How can this work for us? And finding the opportunities. And to me, if you work with me, any of my team members, you'll know I talk about staying curious, because one of the things I have found is that we do not honestly care enough to understand where somebody else really comes from. We're not curious enough. We think we know. And I'll tell you my brief story on this is I used to think that I was open to all sorts of ideas when it came to new products, when it came to new processes. And I just kept on hearing like, no, you're not, no, you're not, no, you're not. And I'm like, how is that? Like, I'm so open to any idea. And what I found out is oftentimes when I'd hear something, I would go 3 to 5 steps down the road, and I was already having conversations and nobody knew, but I never even asked the question, understood really what the backing was. Why did they even think from their perspectives? What was their perception regarding this? So I ended up getting to a point where we started talking about, when I met with people, is, hey, are we okay? And I would teach them and train them, and then they would teach and train me, is, can we plant this let's pretend this is a seed and let's water this. Let's ask a set of questions. How can we be more curious? How can I step back? And I find, by the way, if you're a business owner and you're one of the key entrepreneurs or you're the visionary for your company, I will tell you that this is why you're stuck. Because often you're probably one of the first ones to speak. You're probably the one who's making the final decisions. And what you're not doing is you're not staying curious. You're not extracting the thoughts and the insights, and you're not extracting and finding those golden nuggets from those people that are around you. And that's probably why it's all about, and you're not trying to make it all about you, but I'm telling you, at the end of the day, everything's about you having to make sure things are where they need to be. So I'm going to ask and tell you this, number one in plausibility to me is, don't be looking and shift from, again, what won't work to how can this work? How? I wonder how that might work, and stay curious about it. Okay. This is some things to know. Am I caught in this trap? This might be some things, if you're saying plausibility, this helps you avoid and dismissing ideas too soon. So this is one of the big things. This is going to help you avoid this. This isn't how things are done in our industry or in my business. We often hear that. You probably, if it's not you, it's somebody sitting next to you. Hey, we don't have the time or the money to explore these new ideas. Hey, if it was a good idea, someone else would have done it already. Yeah, okay, sure, buddy. I don't want to take the risk what happens if it all fails, we've survived long enough without doing anything, why change? And all these type of things, by the way, if you cannot apply plausibility, it's going to keep you stuck, okay? It's going to keep you playing things safe. That's fine. You might find a 5% growth year, and you might consider that good instead of 15, 30, 50, 100%. You're going to be missing out on new opportunities, and you're going to continue to miss innovation. So this is what my biggest thing is on part of plausibility, okay? Keep it up. Don't get trapped and caught in this old method of doing it.